Okay, I've decided to get others involved in DIY skincare. And today what I want to teach you is how to make a 3-ingredient, totally edible body butter. It's so good for you, you can eat it as well. We're starting off with 100 grams of virgin organic coconut oil. We've got 50 grams of cocoa butter, again organic. I've measured it like this through trial and error because cocoa butter is a lot more intensively moisturising, it's a lot more of a fatty oil. And so you don't need too much of it, otherwise you make it heavy. And the coconut sort of adds a bit more lightness. So what we're going to do is also add in sweet almond oil. And our sweet almond oil is actually so good for you, you can cook with it. It's full of, packed full of vitamins and minerals. It's also, again, lots of really beneficial fatty acids, vitamin A, vitamin D, the list goes on, to be honest. If you were to cook with almond oil, it's actually really beneficial to your heart health too, and really good for cholesterol, so it's good all round. So I've just literally boiled the kettle over here and I'm going to teach you how to melt these down to an oil phase, and once we've done that we'll go step by step to create a lovely light whipped edible body butter. Right, so here we go. So I've got here what's known as a double boiler. I think in French it's known as a bain-marie, but I could be completely wrong, so don't quote me on that. Right, so I've boiled my water. The water's just going straight in to the pan. Okay, just enough for our glass jar to sit. A little flame here. Just lightly bubbling away. We don't want to ever overcook, otherwise things don't get tempered properly and things get grainy. The first ingredient I'm going to add in is the cocoa butter, because the cocoa butter actually takes longer to melt. So the first one is cocoa butter going in. So we're just going to give this a little stir, and these little crumbly bits will just keep on melting away until they become this sort of golden oil that you can see at the base here. Good cocoa butter will always have a really nice light chocolate scent. It will have a really lovely chocolate scent to it. Come on, little guy, you could do it. Melt. So now I'm going to pop in my coconut oil, which clearly has a lower melt point. Alright, so we do the same again. We just keep on tickling it and agitating it into the cocoa butter oil. We're there, so I need to just turn off the heat. And now I'm just going to literally plop in about a tablespoonful of sweet almond oil. Just grab oil and then just going to pour it. From here, all we need to do is pop it in the fridge for an hour or so, and then once it's cooled down, we'll talk about the next part. So here we go, just popping it in the fridge. Okay. While we're waiting for our edible body butter, which is quite a mouthful, literally, to set, I'm going to make a green clay face mask. So this is French green clay, so it's probably mask with a QUE or something. It's a couple of teaspoons of aloe vera, and this is actually my own rose infusion oil, which has got obviously a lovely floral scent. Popping in the aloe vera first, and then I'm just going to literally tease the green clay in. You don't need too much of it. This is why I've only used a couple of teaspoons. It just sort of pulls toxins out of your skin. And now I'm going to pop in just a few drops of my homemade rose infusion oil. So this little amount, even though it's just a spoonful, probably because I've got quite a small face to be fair, but this will be enough to cover my face and to cover most people's faces. Okay, so now we've made the green clay face mask, we're going to now go check on the body butter. Right, so now the body butter is set and my face is actually pretty much set right now, so if you don't see any movement, I haven't had Botox, it's the clay. So the body butter has set now, and now I'm just literally creaming it like you would when you make icing actually. And that just adds to give it a little bit of extra lightness and fluffiness, which is lovely. So we've got a nice edible body butter. It's super good for you, good enough to eat. And that can sit, especially after you've had a bath and you've done your face pack. Don't keep it above room temperature because it will start to melt then. And yeah, and it's just really lovely, light, chocolatey, coconutty, edibly scent. There it is. Just gonna go wash this off.